This is Ndtv, and you're watching Ndtv 24/7.
Good evening and welcome to Your Call. It's the only show on Indian television where you, the viewer, can ask your questions directly to the newsmaker of the week. Tonight joining us is the President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Nitin Gadkari. He joins us at a time when his party has managed to put the government under pressure, managed to get them to put reforms on political pause. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Mr. Gadkari, at the moment the government's reform process seems to be on pause. But many have questioned what is the BJP stand. They've asked that the BJP, which seemed to be a party of reforms under Mr. Vajpayee, now is going backwards. What's your view on that?
No, this is not a true perception about our party. Whatever the things which are in the national interest, social interest, we have always will give support to the government. And the problem is because of the corruption, the black money and the price rise. Government is facing a lot of problems. And their alliance partner is not so very happy with the government. So they are facing the problem. Our problem is not related with the issues, because if anything which is in the interest of the country, definitely we will support it.
But has national interest changed from the years of the Vajpayee government to years of the Manmohan Singh government? Because, for instance, reform process, FDI and retail was recommended by Mr. Maran when he's a minister in your government. Jaswant Singh ji had supported it at that point. Now there seems to be a U-turn in the BJP stand.
Not related with only the FDI, the question this arises, but the problem is that now because of the price rise and the economic situation in the country, our GDP growth rate is also decreasing. In such a situation, when we are facing the problem of unemployment, in such a situation if government want to introduce the FDI in retail, it will really creating more problem for the poor people, the small traders and businessmen. So this situation is not good for that. At least the 5 crore families, those who are depending upon the small business, definitely this FDI in retail will definitely create problem for them. That is our issue, and that is the main concern for which we are very much serious about it.
But is it the responsibility of the opposition to always oppose? I have some questions of what some business people have been saying about the need for consensus at this time.
Mr. Nitin Gadkari, it's my privilege to meet with you and to have this opportunity to ask you a few questions. The first question that I really want to ask you is, what is the BJP's philosophy for undertaking economic reforms in the country and making the economic regime more liberal and making India more globally integrated?
First of all, at the time of NDA regime, particularly the economic reform started by Atal Bihari Vajpayee under his leadership, we are committed for that. So there is no question arise about the U-turn about it. The problem is that in this government, before preparing any bill which is important and which they feel that they need the cooperation from the opposition party, is it not the duty of the ministers and the government to discuss these things with the opposition party?
But FDI and retail, sir, wasn't actually a bill. It's an executive decision. They didn't need the opposition consensus on it.
FDI is the one issue. If we are making opposition to FDI, it doesn't mean we are opposing all economic reform. That is not the true case. This perception is wrong. About the FDI, we have some reservation. But about the many things in the insurance sector, in the particularly many of the economic issues that the countries which we are facing, we have a positive approach for that.
But the worry that has this become more about politics than what's good for the country. The BJP's old friend, Mr. Digvijay Singh, has tweeted saying the BJP's brand is now the brand of middlemen. They've only opposed FDI and retail because it affects their vote bank of traders. And of course, I don't know what else he means by middlemen, but this is Digvijay Singh's comment.
When his Congress party is not taking seriously comments from the Digvijay Singh, so I don't take his comments seriously, because he talked many things about Anna Hazare, sometimes Ramdev Baba, sometimes Sri Ravi Shankarji. But the problem is that BJP is a party which is committed for the development of farmers.
You mentioned farmers, sir. Let me just go across to some views of farmers and some other young college students. Let's just hear what they want to say.
गडकरी जी, मैं अमरावती जिले के मोगरा गांव से प्रफुल्ल माधवराव राउत बोल रहा हूं। मेरे पास 11 एकड़ खेती है। मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ। किराना में एफडीआई का निर्णय सरकार ने फिलहाल टाल दिया है, लेकिन दोबारा अगर ये निर्णय लिया जाता है तो आप किसानों का हित कैसे सुरक्षित रखोगे?
पहली बात ऐसी है कि किसानों का हित सुरक्षित रखने के लिए एफडीआई की जरूरत नहीं है। ये अमरावती ने मेरी शुगर फैक्ट्री उस एरिया में वर्धा में है। अब किसानों को विदर्भ में आत्महत्या इसलिए करके इरिगेशन नहीं है, पानी नहीं है। किसान आत्महत्या इसलिए कर रहे कि वहाँ बिजली नहीं मिलती, 14-14 घंटे लोड शेडिंग है। किसान आत्महत्या इसलिए कर रहे कि हमारे पैडी को और कॉटन को ठीक प्राइस नहीं मिल रही, उसका परचेस नहीं हो रहा। आज भी मिनिमम प्राइस से 200 रुपए क्विंटल सस्ती पैडी खरीदी की जा रही है, क्योंकि मिनिमम प्राइस पे भी सरकार की तरफ से भंडारा गोंदिया में कोई लेता नहीं।
Gadkari ji, if you get in FDI and multi-brand retail, the government says the farmers will get better prices. You also, the Purti industrial group, you yourself have a Purti Bazaar. Haven't farmers benefited from that?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वांट टू टेल यू वन थिंग। इस देश में 58,000 करोड़ का अनाज सड़ जाता है और 1,10,000 के फ्रूट और वेजिटेबल भी सड़ जाते हैं हर साल। क्या मुझे बताइए, सरकार की जिम्मेदारी नहीं है इसको दूर करना? क्या एफडीआई आने के बाद ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होने वाले हैं?
No, but shouldn't we look for other solutions? We've seen where Bharti Walmart has come in, where you yourself are a businessman. You've seen where sometimes it has worked because it has been the profit of both the farmer and the retailer.
One thing is very clear. The Indian people having their good chains, particularly for food grains, fruits and vegetables, they are doing good jobs. The problem is that we have to encourage them. Now ITC is doing their Chaupal. That is a good thing. They are going. Who is going to stop them? When the field in which there are a lot of Indian companies and expertise is available, what we need to make add the more investment from the abroad. There are the people who are capable, who can make it. And there is some basic responsibility in Punjab and Haryana. There are at least 60,000 crores of food grain rotten every year. Why not government making a scheme with with cooperation with the NABARD? Just suppose, I will tell you one thing. Suppose for 10,000 population, one go down food grain. If the farmers, if we can give them the facility that up to 50 lakhs subsidy given by NABARD, then 4% interest loan, 10% from the farmer, then farmer can make that go down, and by if suppose the farmer deposited some 10 quintal of wheat there, he can take receipt to the bank, nationalized bank, and there will be a triparty agreement with the bank, the godown owner, and the farmer, by which immediately he will get 70,000 rupees, 70% of the cost of the commodity exchange, whatever the cost may be, 70% loan he will get. Then he can take the advantage of the price rise also. So what is the problem with the government? Why are not they doing it?
Let me just get some young college students also want to ask you a question on this.
We knew that we could not have wasted an important winter session. In spite of that, the opposition continued to create a ruckus on the FDI in retail. So is this the policy that you plan to have against Mr. Chidambaram's resignation and the other activities that you want in your favor?
Let's just look now at what the BJP's next focus is likely to be. You mentioned corruption and the focus now on the FIR against SM Krishna and Mr. Chidambaram. Is that going to be the BJP's big thrust now?
No, it's a very simple question. At the time when Karnataka Lokayukta gave a report against Yedurappa ji, these all Congress spokesperson, and from Sonia ji to everybody, Digvijay Singh ji and Manu Singhvi ji and everything, they just talk. This is the party, corrupt party. Yes, they should take the reason from Yedurappa. Now, I am asking this question to all official spokespersons of the Congress party and Sonia ji and Manmohan Singh ji. Now, the Lokayukta of Karnataka is going to register FIR against SM Krishna and Dharam Singh ji. What Congress party has taken action against them? Why Krishna is there in the cabinet? In the same time,
Justice Hegde says Mr. Krishna wasn't in his report, but this is a private petition.
Now I want to ask one question. When the Lokayukta has already given a decision against SM Krishna to register FIR against him, it is already against Dharam Singh. At the time when they give report against Yedurappa, these people are asking to the BJP, why not BJP is taking decision from Yedurappa? There is a report from Lokayukta. Now this official spokesperson of the Congress party, now the leader of the Congress party, now the Sonia ji, every time she declares that we will fight against the corruption. So I want to ask you a simple question to the Congress leadership and the official spokesperson. Now what action you are taken against your leaders, against SN Krishna and Dharam Singh ji? Now already the FIR is registered. Now it is responsible to Congress party because they have no moral right to ask the question to the Bharatiya Janata Party. When there was a report received from Lokayukta against Yedurappa ji, our party has taken a decision of Yedurappa. Now it is the people of India expect from the Congress party party that they should take the resignation of S.N. Krishna and they should take some action against Dharam Singh ji and S.N. Krishna. That is the people feeling.
What about Mr. Chidambaram? Because he has no FIR against him, but yet the BJP has taken the stand of boycotting him in Parliament.
No, this is not the case. All evidences which are available. It is not only Raja is responsible. Equally, the Chidambaram is also responsible for the 2G spectrum. The letter given by Pranab Mukherjee to the Prime Minister, what is the indication in the letter? There are a lot of evidences available in the court. Already it is submitted by Subramanian Swamy. And I feel that.
But you don't
the Raja is not only responsible, equally the Chidambaram is responsible. His place is not in the Parliament, his place in TR.
But
he is responsible for that.
You don't want to wait for the court to actually name him?
Now there are all evidences are available.
No, but it's in
Why
court,
not
so
CBI making inquiry against Chidambaram? Because he is a Home Minister. You in the cash for hoard, you are just taken action against the innocent people. Now the High Court has already given an indication and the bail to our people. The way in which they take the action, just you tell me, is it correct? Is it appropriate? Why not they are taking action against Chidambaram ji?
Just talk about Karnataka. The BJP, of course, setback. Has the whole Yedurappa episode been a setback for you? Do you completely disassociate yourself from the Reddy brothers? You had gone to Bellary recently there and Sushma ji had gone every year. Does the BJP completely disassociate itself from the Reddy brothers?
I never disassociate from anybody, the person who is in the party. Suppose he commits some mistake, he has to face the music. But I am a person, I was a family head of my party. And because of the political wave, I never take such decision that I want to disown him. First of all, there is action is taken by the government against the Reddy brothers. If anything wrong there, definitely they will face the things. But one thing which I want to assure you about one thing, that the CBI is becoming a Congress Bureau of Investigation. Their action, what they are taken, they are politically vindictive. And it's too early for me to make any comments on it, but we are expecting the results from the court. Even in the case of Yedurappa ji, the way in which the report have received, I don't make any comments on Lokayukta report. So it will be too early to make any comments on it, but we are expecting from the High Court that definitely there will be a justice. Definitely we will get it from that.
The BJP has, of course, supported the Anna Hazare anti-corruption movement, but there's been some controversy in that because Anna Hazare seemed to indicate he doesn't want that support. Let's just hear what he had to say on the BJP RSS support. Let's just hear that.
अन्ना हजारे बीजेपी का मुखौटा है, आरएसएस का मुखौटा है, ऐसे एक आरोप लगाकर मेरी बदनामी की जो कोशिश हो रही है.
He uses the word badnami when he says he's associated with the BJP and the RSS. Why does the BJP still insist on saying that they're part of his movement, they support his movement?
First of all, directly or indirectly, we have no relationship with Anna Hazare. Anna Hazare, I know him from Maharashtra. He's an honest man. He's a Gandhiwadi, Sarvodhi Karyakarta who is fighting against the corruption. My philosophy of my party is anyone, if suppose you also start something in the interest of society against corruption, we will support you. So this is the strategy. But we want to support Anna Hazare because his movement is against corruption. But if he need BJP support, we will give him. We don't want to offer him. We are not going to, I am ready to give you the support. If we need it, we will support it. If we don't need, okay, no problem. Thank you very much. That is not a problem for us. And the way in which the responsible leadership of the Congress party making unnecessary allegation against Anna Hazare about the RSS and the BJP that we have relation with him. What is this Mukhota and other thing? These are the baseless allegations from the Congress leadership.
But why allegation? It's not a crime to be associated with the BJP or the RSS according to you. Why
that is not the problem. When the things are very clear, that Anna Hazare is not related with BJP. I know Anna Hazare from Maharashtra. He is doing some good job for water conservation, for the village development. I have a lot of respect for him.
For flogging of alcoholics?
Yes, then, that is not the thing. But I am not, his comments related with Sharad Pawar and about this alcohol, about the people who drink alcohol. I feel that comments are not appropriate. I also heard by that comment. But at the same time, he is an honest man. But suppose Anna Hazare is doing some good job for the country against corruption. He is fighting against corruption. My philosophy is okay. It's a good thing for the country. We will support you. But if we need support, we will give. We don't want to make it support. We are not going to offer him that Anna, please take our support. That is not our case. Our party is not going to support anybody, the person who don't need our support. And we don't want to go anywhere where we are not invited.
But suddenly with Pranab Mukherjee's statement at the Congress Parliamentary Party meeting to MPs saying that, if he had gone ahead with FDI, in retail there would have been a midterm election, we didn't have the numbers. Many now within Delhi Delhi's corridors are passed, there will be speculation that is there a midterm election expected? Will there be an early election? LK Advaniji, Sushma ji have said if this government can't deliver, go. The indication, do you think there will be early elections?
I don't know because, but one thing is very clear. As a opposition party, our role is to oppose the wrong policy of the government and expose the corruption. And to particularly relate to the black money issue, which in the national interest, it's our right and privilege to fight for that. Now, as a opposition party, we don't want to destabilize this government. Neither we have any intention for that. But their alliance partners are not happy. They are creating problem for them. That is their own problem which they are facing. First of all, any good government needs 5 things. One, leadership. Then second thing is commitment. Third thing is credibility. Fourth thing is vision. And the other thing is the administration wise they need their strong position for that. Now fortunately this government lose all the things now. There is a lot credibility of the leadership is lost.
But is the worry that the Congress and the government are in a bad shape, but the BJP also is in disarray, especially regards leadership, and who would be its prime ministerial candidate if there were early elections? Isn't that a big problem for the BJP? That is not a big problem for the BJP. We can decide within a fraction of a second who will be the leader for our parliament. That's not a problem. Really, in a fraction of a second?
Yes, no problem. I am talking as a BJP president. We have got lot of leaders having potential to become a prime minister. Congress party is a problem because this is a family party. So the one-man army like that, the party that one leader decides this X is a prime minister, okay. There is no problem. But my party is a democratic party. We have to consult the people. Collective leadership is there. Team spirit is there. So at that time, appropriate time, we will decide who will be our leader. We have no problem for that.
Let's just go for some questions now from Chandigarh and see what they have to ask.
I'm Swati from Chandigarh. Sir, my question is, being the president of the party, will you stake your claim for the prime ministerial post in the coming parliamentary elections?
Am I sitting opposite, sir, a potential prime ministerial candidate?
No.
No?
No. I am not at all directly, indirectly. I don't want to become a prime minister of this country. After my big car accident, I have decided already that I will give my 25-30 years of my life for society and for the country. I have got very clear-cut idea about it. Neither I am interested, neither I want to project myself. But definitely, my task is how to get my party more than 200 seats in the parliament. That is my important task, and I am working hard for that.
Why did you say that you would contest a Lok Sabha election? Because of course again the conspiracy theories came that was this done in a way to undercut Mr. Narendra Modi. Why did you announce that you would contest elections then? Because
the credit goes to media. When a lot of the people in media say Nitin Gadkari never contest the election, he has no mass support. That negative talking and thinking inspired and motivated me that I should contest the elections. That's why I decided to contest the election. And I will request to my party that if whatever the seat they will decide, I will contest the election. I want to prove my mettle. Because the way in which the section of media talking about me, so I want to give the answer of their question.
Arun Jaitley has never contested an election.
No, Arun Jaitley many times he contest the election.
No, he hasn't contested Lok Sabha election.
But this time also he will also contest the election. He is the leader of opposition. Arun ji, Sushma ji, all leaders will contest the election.
You talked about image versus reality. Well, I have somebody from the Congress party, Mr. Shashi Tharoor, to ask you a question.
Nitin Gadkari ji, the big distinguishing feature of the BJP has always been its emotive focus on national identity and Hindutva. Your statements recently have begun to de-emphasize this aspect of the party. If you're not so much about Hindutva, in that case, what are you about? What is the BJP's central ideology? What is it you stand for that you would like the Indian voter to vote for you for?
Hindutva is our spirit. Hindutva is our inspiration and motivation. And our party, about what he's asking me about the question of our ideology, the nationalism is our mission. The good governance and development is definitely our target. And the Antyodaya, the socio-economic thinking of Pandit Dindayal Upadhyaya, work for the poor people of the society, those who are socially, economically, educationally backward. That is definitely the mission of our party. So we are working very hard on that. As far as the Ram Mandir is concerned, we don't want to make the issue of Ram Mandir politicalized. It is not an issue of one political party. It is a issue related with the history, culture and the nationalism of our country. Prabhu Ramchandra is a symbol of our national integrity. So this is not BJP's problem, this is the agenda. We want to make it an agenda of the country. And as for the decision of the Allahabad High Court, it clearly indicates that. I don't make any comments on it. At the same time, yes, I want to clear that we don't want to play politics on the basis of the caste, creed, language and religion and sex. Our politics is of social justice and economic justice. We are interested in development. And the politics of 21st century is the politics of development and progress. By good governance, our government are continuously trying their level best to give good governance to the people of India.
Another controversy which came up recently, sir, in Nagpur is about the death of that 7-year-old girl, Yogita, where you've seen that an RTI file has apparently found that the police have changed crucial records. Her family has said you haven't met them once, you haven't made any hue and cry about the death of this young girl. What's your reaction to that?
First of all, there is already report from Nagpur police. There is report from CID, from Maharashtra level, because CID inquiry was, because of the High Court direction it was given. It's an unfortunate accident. Some political people want to take the disadvantage of it. Already the reports are ready. And in postmortem report and the forensic laboratory report, it is very clearly indicate that it is an accident. Now some my political opponent want to take the disadvantage of it.
No, the family is challenging it also. The
family, because some people are telling that you go to fight some people from Congress party from Delhi and some political opponents from Nagpur. They are constantly giving some feedback to media. I am not going to bother about it. If suppose you need it, CBI inquiry, you can do it. Neither we have any, we have no problem with it. It is an accident. One thing is there. Because my image in Nagpur is I have just helped to the 1800 people for their heart operation. I am always helpful to everybody. But the problem is that the people in media, suppose I offer them 1 lakh rupees, immediately you publish in your Nitin Gadkari give 1 lakh to the Parivar because he want to sabotage the case and something. You can make any allegation because in some paper, the irresponsible they write it. That's why I decided I'm also sensitive about it because that accident was very unfortunate. Already all reports from the government of Maharashtra, which belongs to Congress party. It's not BJP government. And how am I going to manage? I don't want to manage anything. I am very straightforward about it. If suppose anyone Congress want to make CBI inquiry against it, okay, they can make it. I have no problem.
I interviewed you, sir, I think about 1.5 years ago when you just taken over. Now it's Nitin Gadkari, 2 years BJP president. What have you seen as the big change when you first came to Delhi and Delhi politics? What has been the biggest lesson you learned? How have you changed in these 2 years?
My DNA is not of a political person. Accidentally, I never imagined in my life that I will become a president of this party. But it's a big responsibility. And because of my big leaders, those who support me, my Karyakarta who giving me support, and support of the people of India, I am trying my level best to do it. But whether I am doing good or bad, you are the judge, the people are the judge, and the leaders of the party, they are the judge. Only one thing I will tell you, that from my core of my heart, I want to strengthen this party and I want to make this party united. My dream is to get at least more than 200 seats for the party in the next parliament election. Before that, there is a big task with me about Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, and these elections, Goa and Manipur also. So also I am preparing for that.
Of course, another big change has been that you're looking much fitter now than you were earlier, and your doctor actually wanted to ask you this question. Let's just hear what he had to say.
It's like a small man asking a very big man a question, but all I can ask you, Nitinji, is when are you calling me home for poha?
Yes.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have a good and happy life. Thank you.
Already I have reduced weight by 15 kg. But my doctor has succeeded in his good surgery. I am expecting at least I will lose 35 kg. Out of which 15 kg is already reduced.
But Pradhan Mukherjee gave you rasgullas. I hope you didn't accept them, Nitin Gadkari ji. I hope rasgullas can't be allowed.
But today, at that time, I had taken that rasgulla because that was from Pranav Mukherjee. He's a very senior man and he's also a great leader. It was a great opportunity to meet with him. I am very much happy about him. And he's a very matured and great leader.
As we end, sir, I just want to play this last clip again of Nitin Gadkari in a very different avatar. Let's just hear this clip. a few lines.
in the bathroom now.
Completely unself-conscious. What song do you think sums up India today? What is the song you think should signify what the BJP stands for today?
Actually, for the music, for the songs, I am enjoying life with my own methods and ways. I am not going to bother what people feels about it. I always take the dress which I like. I always speak what I like.
No kurta pajamas.
No pajama, no kurta jacket and other things. I am a straightforward, simple man who first serve my family, and after that to serve the society and the country.
All right. We hope to see you again singing in public, but thank you so much, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, for joining us tonight and clearing all the controversies. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.